are dumb animals, cannon fodder that we use. And he was quoted by others saying similar things. So they'll have parades and tell you they care about you. They think you're dumb animals. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm street smart. I've got a decent intelligence, but I'm not some super genius. I'm smart, and I didn't decide to join evil because I realized it's a con game. Because I couldn't even really join evil because it's a scam. It's a con. Plus, I don't want to join evil. And my instincts, my gut, my spirit burns with energy and desire to crush these people. So I can't even control myself. My bones, I think they say in Ezekiel, burn. I mean, isn't it Ezekiel in the Bible? I'm not comparing myself to a prophet, but it's a similar feeling. He's saying, look, God, you got me doing all this. They said they're going to kill me, but I can't shut up. Can you make me shut up? They say they're going to kill me, but I can't shut up. I can't shut up. And you know what? It's that feeling. It's not, oh, I've got courage, that I'm going to go fight evil. Folks, what's going to win this is not being able to control yourself, not being able to help going out and taking action. Thank you for the call. You know, I looked at the hundreds of entries that came in for the $5,000 round one prize Obama dictator poster, which is just about getting them out, posting things in the real world, not just internet, and defiling this tyrant, because he needs to be defiled. And I look at these people, the families, the children, the beautiful spirits they have. It's like I can see their spirit through their eyes, through their face, the reflection of it. And it's just so good to know there's so many good people. I salute you. We're going to do this together. We're going through this. This is going to happen one way or the other. So we've got to go ahead and just gut up and go through it together. Let's go ahead and talk to Mike in Illinois. Mike, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hello, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing? Just three things. You're always talking about co-op, you know, how the globalists like to co-op. For instance, say the Occupy movement, globalists co-opted.
Yes.
Okay, well, why not co-opt the globalist movement of one world government and say, yeah, we want it, but we want it implemented under the American Constitution?
Well, that's what Lord Monckton has said, just as a point of debate, because they're not going to ever do that. Go, oh, well, you're now admitting your world government, and it's authoritarian, and the EU elects parliaments, but they have no authority. The bureaucracy does, run by big banks, and you brag you're dictators. You see, it's not even so much arrogance. They've got to admit it now because we've exposed it. But they're like, well, we're the experts. Oh, really? Okay, well, how about we let nations vote if they want to be part of this? And they're like, oh, no, can't do that. So, yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. Anything global is so far away. It's going to become far-reaching, the faraway imperial seat. I don't think we'll ever have global government. I mean, I think you could have an alliance of free nations with a sacred code of liberty, freedom, private property, family, anti-eugenics, education on monetary issues, and that would be the society that went to the stars. But we don't have an alliance of the good countries. The truth is the bankers started taking over about 100 years ago all over the world. They already had England and Europe to a great extent before that for over 200 years. And they would actually go set up the enemy, not controlling them, but set them up and fund them through subsidiaries to then knock them down. I mean, that's smart. They play the part of the savior, but actually create the threat. And of course, they write books about that. Carol Quigley's written books. Others have. So it's all right there how they operate. I mean, look at what do you think of them publicly giving Libya and now parts of Syria to al-Qaeda to slaughter Christians and Jews? And it's in the newspapers, but it's kind of like, well, that's just what happens.
Well, it's outrageous. And, you know, all my neighbors, I bring it up and, you know, they don't say a word. They don't know what to say. You know, they got their heads in the sand.
Yeah, but if I want to fly, some weirdos like, well, I got to grab your genitals because al-Qaeda might be in there. And I'm just like, come on, man. This is a power grab. What, are you a felon? You think it's cool you're a felon? I mean, literally, it's a bunch of crooks that want their way with us who go, I'm doing it because of al-Qaeda. Ha, ha, ha. I mean, what a sick joke. Anything else, sir?
Oh, no, just appreciate what you're doing, and I wish there was something more I could be part of and join, and I wish there was more of a movement, Dad.
Well, sir, listen. we've got planetinfowars.com. It's got like 30,000 members. I haven't really started promoting it yet because it's in beta, but it's starting to work really well. Had a few bugs. There's a ton of folks in Illinois. Go search the Illinois groups in there and get involved. Just start it. Go do an access show. Go get a local radio show. It's easier than you think. Take action. Let's talk to another caller here. Who's up next? Ricardo in New York. You're on the air. Welcome.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
I have two quick things I'd like to say. First, about the Stop Dictator Obama contest. I think the campaign. I think this campaign is really good, but I don't think it's enough because, like, you know, some people are just gonna see those posters and vote for Romney. So I was thinking after this campaign is over, we should, you know, launch one against Romney.
Well, Romney is not the president yet. I didn't launch one against Obama because he wasn't in office yet. But if Romney gets in and starts trying to restrict the Second Amendment, or he's agreeing with Obama on legalizing illegals, I saw that, or things like that, we probably will. Mainly, Obama is trying to go after the guns right now. Obama is the front man saying we're under UN command, the military. And so he's the guy with the power. He's got the Justice Department. He's who's dangerous. He's who it's dangerous to go up against. And so he's the big dog. He's the big front man. Stay there. I'm going to come back and explain more of this to you. It's about getting people out on the streets. I said it could be whatever poster you want it, as long as it's exposing Obama and his crimes. But, I mean, I cut my teeth exposing Clinton, then Bush, now Obama. I mean, they're all puppets. I've talked about it ad nauseum, but I'll get your take on the other side.
We're on the march.
Okay, Ricardo in New York. And I'm going to go into a big news blitz and then back into your calls. He was asking if the Obama dictator contest is the best idea. Well, you heard how that started last Monday on air. Not this Monday, but last Monday, like 9 days ago. Obama was announcing that he would just make the illegal aliens legal. He's now announcing that they won't have ICE pick up illegal aliens when they even commit felonies in Arizona. He's got the UN giving orders and NATO giving orders to Congress. And he's the supposed president who's now become this traitor-in-chief. And so I said, that's it. We need to put out provocative signs. And I did see some newscast. Well, I saw some of the videos sent in where it showed news cameras there, but I never saw those news reports, so people should send those in. Now we're into phase 2. I said, you got 4 days till Friday to post the signs in legal, lawful areas, make your own poster, or use our posters that we've made, Obama dictator, to get people thinking about this, because they understand a president being a dictator. That's how he's acting. That's how he's behaving. They don't understand things like the private Federal Reserve. And the plan is to get enough of these up to get media coverage of it, because they did this with the Obama posters. It was in well over 100 newspapers, a whole bunch of TV stations. It was on news in Ireland, Japan, Norway, all these different places. This news came out. Hey, guys, I just forgot to do it during the break because I've got my children at work with me today. I hate to honeydew everybody here, but can I have a pollen burst, please, with a full glass of water? Thank you. Plus, I got a bunch of work, and I need my afternoon caffeine. Thank you. Oh, there you are. Thank you. I tell you what, awesome. I've got them. I just need water in here, because what's going to happen is I'll never have time to get out there and get it, and I'm starting to cough. Thank you. By the third hour, sometimes I just get busy during the breaks and was talking to my children who are running around out there, and didn't go get my water. I'm going to put a little water cooler, I'm serious, right over here. One of those little floor units, like on a little bench. I can just get all the water I want instead of running you guys ragged once a day to get me some water. Anyways, I'm being sarcastic. At least I didn't like a Tabasco event I had a few days ago. And sure, we probably could have thought of a better thing, but it's pretty darn good. I mean, what do you have? Like Romney and Obama's faces split and then just say the two parties are a dictatorship or something? People already know that. I mean, we've had programs where we put up during flu season when that hoax was going that it was all a giant hoax and that, hey, honey, you're distracting me in the control room. I told you can come to work, but you can't come running around the office like that. It's the summer. My children are homeschooled. They're very good, but they're very excited at work. And my oldest daughter is running around out there. And, I mean, it's distracting when she comes up and starts putting her face up on the glass there. Thank you so much, guys. By the way, this is a product placement. I didn't do the product placement on purpose, but I might as well. Pollen Burst is the best energy drink I've ever had, full of B vitamins, trace minerals, and then a little bit of caffeine. And I get so much more energy instead of having afternoon coffee now. I used to have like 5-6 cups a day. Now I just have a cup in the morning, maybe a cup when I get to the office, and then it's Pollen Burst. And if I got to work till like midnight or do Coast to Coast AM or something, I'll have like a 9 p.m. Pollen Burst. That hits the spot. Thank you. Infowarsteam.com to get free shipping on it. On the qualifying orders, you sign up for auto ship, and it supports the broadcast. Infowarsteam.com. Or you can call if you have any questions or want to be a distributor for us, 877-551-1301, Infowarsteam.com or 877-551-1301. And then we can take the little profits we have as well and put it into contest to get the word out. I mean, look, I don't want to sit here and over-elaborate. I got a bunch of news here to go to in your calls to answer his question, Ricardo in New York. But I guess I could have a week where we say, what's your idea for a contest? All I know is this worked really well last time because the media comes out and says there shouldn't be a First Amendment, you shouldn't talk about Obama, and then other people say, well, I'm going to post signs, and it was really a big deal and had a big effect. I don't know. I mean, we had Google bombs for a year and could make the #1 search term whenever we wanted until they changed the algorithm to block that. That tool, I mean, we're still in the top Google searches just organically sometimes, but you know, they've blocked us being able to do that. I mean, you've got all the power. People say, well, I wish we could get together. I wish we could do more. You're going to have to do it. I mean, planetinfowars.com. Get organized there. Create your, I mean, we have an area for activism where you give us ideas and ideas to each other and do that. There it is, resistance, activism, it's all right there. There's whole areas. But Ricardo, what are your ideas? I mean, what's effective here?
Well, I don't know. I was just I really like agree with what you're saying. It's just that was some some constructive it's just
no. I hear you, buddy. I just wanted to have you, because I wanted to be able to have you have a response there. Because remember, I can't magically do everything. I can come up with certain ideas, I can get certain things done, but I'm not all powerful. Okay, let's go to another caller, and then I'll get to the news. Richard in New York, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. This is part of the Clergy on Response team. I told you about the Harriman ritual room, throne room up at the Harriman estate compound. But I'd like to tie in something about the Tom Cruise film about Eyes Wide Shut. We're absolutely up against real live Satanists, but in that movie is a clue to the Harriman complex. When Tom Cruise buys a cape and a mask from a costume shop, there's a little. I worked in the movie industry and in also with a news show that has a stopwatch in it on Sunday nights. But when Tom Cruise buys that costume, there's a little neon sign that says rainbow. Now, the guy that has the satanic ritual ceremony owns that company. Now, I believe it was Sean Stone that said several months ago that he believed when